Hello everybody, it's Dulce and I'm here to bring you a new book haul for June and July since my last one was in May, okay? So I bought a bunch of books this month because there were good sales, and I went to a new bookstore which was fun, and then I've got a few signed things, so yeah, it's exciting. Okay, let's do this. So the first book I've got is Choker by Elizabeth Woods, and I got this book on sale, as you can see, $5.99. Oh yeah. And it's brand new hardcover. So I've been looking at this book for a long time. I've also seen Raylene at Bradford and Prongs talk about it a lot, and so I decided to pick it up, especially because of the sale on already reduced price items. Yeah. Okay, truthfully I don't really know a lot about this book besides that the cover is amazing. And so if I just quickly read the flap. So, from what I thought, it's a bit of a high school YA story, and it's about a girl and her best friend when her best friend starts to not really look like who she used to be and who she knows her to be. And so, as you can sort of gather also from the cover, there's something weird going on, and there's also stuff about crime because somebody's missing, and I'm probably not selling this book very much, but it looks like it's a short read, so we'll find out about it. The next book I've got is called How to Lead a Life of Crime by Kirsten Miller. And from what I gather, it's about this academy where students go and they actually learn how to be criminals. You know, not how to be good functioning citizens of society, but to be criminals. And that alone made me want to pick it up. Just that alone, because that sounds so cool, and it also sounds funny because then whoever rebels against the system is someone who's being super good, but they're actually being bad, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, so, yeah. On the back is just an example class schedule, so I'm just going to read that right now. 9 a.m. Caviar, catnip, and California cornflakes. How to name and market street drugs. 10:15 a.m. Partnering with corrupt regimes. 11 a.m. Basic electronics. From credit card skimmers to keystroke loggers. 12:30 p.m. Crime scene cleaning and bio-waste removal. 1:15 p.m. The art of persuasion. Influence peddling, coercion, and extortion. 2:30 p.m. Human trafficking in the internet age. 3:10 p.m. Mining the masses. Big profits from little people. 4 p.m. Hand-to-hand combat. So, yeah, this one is a little bit higher on my TBR because it just looks good, and it actually has a really good rating on Goodreads. Next book I've got is called The Forsaken by Lisa M. Sass. I think there are 2 or 3 in the series now, and don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure, but the design of the cover looks so amazing, and I know nothing about what this book's about, but I judge books on their covers when I'm in a bookstore, I'm sorry. So there's this thing that Epic Reads from HarperCollins has been promoting called the 69 test, where you go to page 69 and you read an excerpt from the book, and if you like page 69, you're probably gonna like the rest of the book. And the theory behind that is that by page 69, that's when the plot starts to, get going. So let's just find a little excerpt. Here we go. Like Mira said, I've got news. He looks around. Surprisingly, given his obvious status in the village, he seems a little uncomfortable with the attention. Last night, I was in the gray zone, right before the tunnel collapsed, and I finally saw what we've been looking for all this time. An aircraft overhead. The hubbub of the crowd grows louder again, drowning him out. Anyway, Liam says, talking over the noise, I tracked it in the sky for a few miles through the gray zone. I saw its lights. I think it was landing. He breaks off. The crowd has gone completely nuts. Some of the kids high-five each other as they hoot and holler. I turn to Gadya. What's this all about? I ask. In Dee-Dee-Doo-Dah. The next book I've got is a book that is well known in the booktube community, which is Crust by Marissa Meyer. And, it's signed! It's signed! It's signed! It's signed! That was my bookmark. What? I mean, it's not personalized or anything, but it's signed. And that's pretty cool because I get to add it to my autograph collection of things. I actually just finished Crust today, and it was amazing. I would probably give this 5 stars on Goodreads. It had the action and the turmoil and the self-discovery, and it was so funny. I was laughing through the whole thing practically. Oh, and it was so funny. There's just, the characters are funny, and then the new situations and the interactions are just, oh, if you've read Crust, you know what I mean. The next book I've got is another signed book that I just randomly found in a bookstore. I was in an independent bookstore doing my browsing after class, and then there on the shelf I see the sticker signed by author, and so I had to get one naturally. And that book is for a Divergent collection. I mean, I saw those Twitter pictures of Veronica having signed so many copies of 4. I think she touched it, right? Signed. It's signed. She at least touched this page. Veronica Roth. That's pretty awesome. I love the Divergent series, and now I have 4. And actually I gave this to my sister for a birthday present, but also because she already has the other 3 in the series, so it would look really out of place if I just had it on my shelf. So, yay! I haven't read it yet, but I will. I gotta read it. The next book I've got is called Tiger Lily from HarperCollins by Jodi Lynn Anderson. And I already finished this book. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. 3 stars on Goodreads, 3.5 out of 5. I did really enjoy it, but maybe I just didn't connect with it as much as I thought I was gonna connect with it. Margot from Epic Reads loves this book to death, and so I guess I had inflated expectations, and yeah, but it was still a good read. I still would say, pick it up. It's a good book, especially if you like the whole Neverland thing. Obviously, Tiger Lily, it's a little bit of a retelling of Peter Pan, but from the perspective of Tiger Lily, which is really interesting. The society that she lives in, and that sort of culture, and then all the other conflicting cultures and subcultures. So there's a lot of interesting things, and plus, it's narrated by Tinker Bell. That's pretty cool. The next book I've got is a Harry Potter postcard book. What? From the Philosopher's Stone. It just has postcards. And my friend found it randomly when she was cleaning her room. And she decided to give it to me because she wasn't going to get any use out of it. And it's not like I'm going to send these babies to anybody. They're just going to stay with me forever. And now I also went to the library recently and got a whole bunch of books that are really popular in the booktube community. So I just want to show you these because I got to read them before I return them. I have 2 weeks left. The first book I've got is Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. I heard a lot of good things about this series, and this is like the old cover. The new covers are way nicer, and they all work nicely together. So, yeah, from what I read, it kind of reminds me of Rogue from X-Men, having that deadly touch. We'll see when I get into it, but that's what it reminds me of. And I might be bringing this one on vacation with me. I haven't completely decided, but I'm going on vacation and I need a book to bring in, so this one might be it. The next book I've got has also got the old cover, and that book is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I think it was Kat from Katie Tastic who loves this book, so I picked it up and we're gonna see how it goes. It kind of looks like high fantasy but also romance, and so that's gonna be interesting. I like romance. I don't read enough high fantasy, so you bring them together. And the next book I've got is a book that I've been putting off for a long time just because it's gotten really popular. And that book is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And also, maybe the cover just freaks me out a little too much. I'm not a huge fan of horror. I don't read a lot of it. I don't watch horror movies. No, but I'm gonna read this one. And I think it's gonna be good. If it just, if it lives up to the hype, which I think it will, because at a certain point, when there's so much hype, It's probably a good book, right? Yeah. And now the last book I got from the library is by an author that I've recently read. And that book I read was Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. So that means I've got Noggin by John Corey Whaley. This book sounds hilarious because it's like a kid's head got put on another body. And that's just like Futurama, but like in a book. And that's what I immediately thought of. So I think it's gonna be funny. Plus it's called Noggin. 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 Could have been called Head. Detached head. New body. Yeah, but Noggin's a good one. So that's pretty much it for my book haul. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books and what you thought, but no spoilers. No spoilers, okay? And yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time. Follow me on Goodreads, comment below, subscribe if you like it, and if you know you want more of these, okay? So I'm gonna keep doing these anyways. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.